Hi, beauty accessorizers. I've got the Nomad Hudson Valley palette before me. I'm going to do an eye look with these beautiful leaf peeping colors. We're going to start off with Oktoberfest and put it in the outer V. It is the perfect color to hide that hood just a little bit, you know. I like to do that. The colors in this palette are really muted, but they represent foliage. And I'm using a reference brush here. It's really soft. And next I'm in Ghost Tour. That's my brow bone color. Just gonna buff it out a little. And I'm using one of the BK Beauty brushes for that. And there's my fingers. I've dipped it into a little bit of that eyeshadow glue because we're going to get popping with a bright pop of color on the lids. But before we do that, we're going to go in with a nice matte, and I think it's going to be Fall Festival, again with that BK Beauty brush, just as a transition color. How many of you have been lucky enough to go on the Hudson Valley Trail? I know I haven't been. I just can imagine how the leaves start to just look so magnificent, much better than what we see here in the Mid-Atlantic. So here we go. I'm taking Foliage Trail. It's really sparkly, shimmery, and buttery soft, and I can just use my finger to spread it all over the lid and a little above because these eyes are hooded, as if you didn't know. Pat, 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 get it in. And we're going back into Fall Festival with that soft reference brush just to really blend, blend, blend. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're starting to feel the effects of fall in your neck of the woods. For this weekend, we are not. Sadly, we're not. But hopefully by Monday into next week, we will be back into that cooler weather. Here I'm going into Farm to Table, and I am going to use this to line my eyelid right at the lash line there. Don't have to pull out a pencil liner. This palette can do it because it has some deep, intense, muted colors. And this Real Technique brush, it's really slanted, it's really thin, it does the job. Going in with the Dior, this is the Lash Primer, which I love. And there I went in with Leaf Peeping, right down there on the lash line. Same brush, the Real Technique brush, just wiped it off and used it again. I'm liking this right where I put it. But as we go forth, you'll see something I did that I don't quite like. But this is working for me right here. And now we're going into Farmer's Market, putting that on the outer part of the lash line. And it's doing good. I like this here. Yeah, just a little more. It's a little light, but it's okay. This is where I made the stumble here. I just didn't do justice here. But I'm going to work it out. Farmer's Market is good on the outer corner, that lower lash line, but see, you can tell I didn't like it, so I'm trying to buff it all in there. There we are with the Prada mascara. I'm happy with it. A little color correction. A lot of people don't like the applicator here, but it doesn't bother me. Working it in, working it in. And I've got 2 concealers by Tom Ford, one in 9 and one in 12. And I'm going to use a BK brush to buff them in. And maybe I passed it, but I did use Fenty as my foundation here. It's a powder foundation. I got kind of out of order here. There, you see me going in with it there. And I switched it around a little bit. The magic of filming. And here I'm using Dior. It's a blush in 643 Standout. It's like a burnt orange, just a hint of burntness to it. And I think it's perfect. It's kind of shallow in color, but it works well for summer and fall, I think. I think if you're lighter than me, it would look better on you than it does on me. I'm going in with the bronzer from YSL. And again, this one is a little light on me too. But these things are good for when I'm here at home, not going out. And I just want to work and play in my makeup. So I'm happy with it. And we're going in with Rare Beauty. And we have it, I believe it's Hope. Yes, it is. Putting that on my lips. I already lined my lips with Sephora's Dark Horse, using now a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury to set everything. And then I'll go in with the L'Oreal. That spray just helps with keeping the makeup on your face. So transfer resistant is supposed to be. Not quite sure about that yet. I think I need a little more blush because, like I said, it's very faint on me. But I like it anyway. And touch up on those lashes with a little more Prada. And there's that last spray with the L'Oreal. And I'm ready for a scent. Tara di Joie from Giorgio Armani. One of my favorite scents. Guys, I thank you for joining me for this Get Ready with Me with the Hudson Valley palette from NOMAD.